JasmyCoin is one of my favorite positions. I've had it for a very long time, and I believe in JasmyCoin. And I think some people might be making a mistake with selling too early or sold too early. Some people may be looking at it and saying, hey, I just want to cut losses because of everything that has happened. And some people may be looking at it as a rug pull. But I think JasmyCoin is going to be worth a lot more than you think. I think we're going to see those levels of a dollar 50. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed. It means that that's what I want to see. That's what I'm seeing within the future of it. It doesn't mean that I'm right. It means that I see something within it that has the potential to get it there. And if things do go the right way, then it gets to that point. I still think JasmyCoin is a sleeping giant. Absolutely. And I hope that, the people that did believe in JasmyCoin, continue to see the value, especially as we start to see it grow. I hope that some of those people are still on the table, still playing this play. So let's talk about JasmyCoin. Let's talk about it being a sleeping giant, where it stands here today, and the value and the opportunity that you get with this play. Guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, I want you guys to check out the link down below for BTCC if you guys are interested. This is a platform where if you specifically use my link, you'll get a 10% deposit bonus. You can also get extra bonuses up to $10,055. You can trade all the way up to a 500x leverage if you want to take that risk. And you have up to 40% lower trading fees. You can also get it has no VPN and no KYC that is required. So if you're interested in a platform that will allow you to leverage trade or trade outright or demo trade, feel free to check out BTCC, which is at the top of the description. Now, JasmyCoin currently stands at 1.3 cents, which overall history is down by 98.94%. And some people will classify that as a rug pull. The fact that they pulled the rug and there's no liquidity left. And while that does seem like, hey, they're down a heck of a lot, there's a reason as to why they're down. They had a very low supply, and then they introduced all that supply over time. When that supply got introduced, I saw the opportunity within it. And I see that with a lot of things. Some will start out with 10% of the supply. Some will start out with 1% of the supply. And once it gets to that ultimate total supply, that's when I'm like, there's the opportunity as long as it has the popularity. And JasmyCoin did have that. It was at 40% of a penny. 98% of the supply was out there. And I decided to buy $1 million, $4,000. I bought $1 million of it. Well, guess what? That rose to a level of 6 cents, which meant that my $4,000 turned into $60,000. What did I decide to do with it at that point? Can you guess? Did I sell it at $60,000? No. Why didn't I sell it at $60,000? Because there is more potential and more opportunity. And while you look back, you can say, hey, that's stupid because you could have timed the market. And timing the market is insanely difficult. And I've said that. So there's no way that I'm looking at that as that. I'm going to play it out for the long term. And we're going to see it as it hits certain prices. So currently, it sits at a $648 million market cap with $41.8 million worth of volume. In the last 7 days, it is down by 7%. In the last day, it's up by about 3%. Now, with where it stands, because the last month, right, it's been, consistently decreasing all the way down to the low of 1.2 cents. Or in the last month, if you look at it and zoom out, it looks flat, right? It doesn't look like it's absolutely decreasing. It is down by 39% over that time, but it is flat. So most people are classifying this as being dead. It is not dead. It is one of those plays that we've seen the same thing in the past where it sleeps. When you see the market start to explode, when you see interest really build up in altcoins, that's when a thing like a JasmyCoin, when a cryptocurrency like JasmyCoin runs and runs and runs, and then many people start talking about it and it runs some more. Then FOMO builds in, where those people that didn't believe in it at all wanted to get back involved in it because it's at 3 cents, because it's at 4 cents, because it's at 10 cents. and they're asking the same questions. Is it valuable at this point? I think it's still valuable, but are you now setting yourself up to fail in the beginning and then succeed in the end? Right? You're going to look horrible when you first invest into it, and then you also might want to have to average down at those levels. Is there value? Yes. Does this mean this is the lowest price? No. What does this mean for right now? 1.3 cents. This is an opportunity. When people invest at those higher levels and see it at a lower level, right? Or let's backtrack. People invest at those higher levels. They basically say, is there going to be a better opportunity to invest? And I say, most likely, we're going to see a better opportunity. And you can find those opportunities, invest in those opportunities, and see it grow and see it skyrocket because you're investing at 1 cent versus investing at 5. Now, while you were looking at a 20x up to $1, you're now looking at a 100x up to $1. The difference is massive. But the problem is that people don't want to take up that opportunity on something that's sleeping. They only want to take up that opportunity on something that is alive, that is running, that has a recent history of making huge moves. They want that. And while JasmyCoin does have that recent history, it's been since 2024 since you've seen that major uptick. So if you're seeing this and it looks like it's quote unquote dead from 2024, the end of 2024 to today, now they're not going to take that opportunity. So I'm telling you that JasmyCoin is a sleeping giant. I didn't sell my position at 6 cents. Do you think that was a mistake, or do you think I have a strategy? I've had many successes in crypto. I've already have taken profit on many successes in crypto. I plan on taking profit with some of those other successes, which would be the larger ones, JasmyCoin, XRP, YFI, and many others that I'm looking to have success on. And I have a strategy. Doesn't mean it's a foolproof strategy. Doesn't mean that it will work with every single position. No, it doesn't mean that. But I truly believe in what Jasmy is, the amount of holders, the amount of believers. You look at the amount of watch lists that this is on. Yes, 96,000 holders, 242,000 watch lists. People are viewing that. That's how many individual watch lists that it's on. That means that people are watching it and going, if I get this opportunity, I'm going to buy into it. But this is the opportunity, they're not taking it. And that's just how investing has worked in the past, and I've seen it. Many of those people that are like, should I buy right now? And I'm like, this is not a bad time to buy. You don't have to buy, but this is not a bad time to buy. There are many cost bases that are above this. There are many price targets and price levels that it already has hit above this. Many higher market caps above this that it has hit. So saying that this is dead or this has no potential, when it does have potential, you'll probably be on the opposite train. Hey, this does have potential. I should invest into this. But now you're buying at a 3 cent level. Now you're buying at a 5 cent level and hoping for the same type of output as we got at a level of 40% of a penny or 1 cent. So I don't know. I don't know how to preach this or tell you guys this any further. But if you have an opportunity, and if you believed in JasmyCoin to begin with, or you believed in whatever the position is, you take advantage of that opportunity. And I want you guys to take advantage of these opportunities as much as possible. However, do whatever you feel is best. I just don't want to hear the opposite where you're like, I should have gotten to it at 1.3 cents. Probably. But, you got to live with that decision. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to check out the link for BTCC, feel free to do so. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.